as I told our team, we have moments where we look like a really good team. Again, I'm pretty critical with the naked eyes. I've been pretty transparent in that. I thought about 40% of the game we look like a real team. I'm not naive enough to ever think it's going to get to 100%, but if we can get in that 75, 70 range, man, we got a chance. Great energy defensively. We were disruptive. I want to tell you something. UNC Asheville's a good basketball team. They're hard to defend because of their ability to stretch you at so many different positions. A guy like Trey Jemison is not used to guarding guys that can pick and pop. Drew Pember, the Tennessee transfer, was really, really good in the first half. I think we wore them down a little bit. Our depth got into their legs, and second half we were terrific in driving the ball downhill. Scored almost 60 points again. Topped 100 for the second consecutive opportunity. So, good night for the Blazers.
Just talk a little bit about Jelly Walker. I think it was 7-7 that first half. A little bit off in the second, but I mean, just being able to get in there and really spark you guys.
He's a difference maker for us because of his ability to break down defenses. It's hard to press. You know, this is what Asheville does. It's their DNA. Mike Morrell's a good guy. He's a good coach, and that team's going to win a bunch of games in their league. And he came from VCU with Shaka Smart and was with him at Texas. And they believe in that havoc, that pressure. So that's what they do. And it didn't seem very chaotic for us because of Jelly Walker. They press us for 40 minutes and we turn it over only 5 times. And I thought a couple of those were just, you know, being a little careless with the ball. And it's really because of Jelly's ability to break down defenses, get the ball in the paint, make decisions. We were 1 for 6 in the first half shooting from the 3. In the second half, we were able to knock down some shots. And when we do that, we stretch you. I thought Josh LeBlanc, it's the best that he has played in his very short tenure for UAB. He was active. Defensively, he was terrific. He goes for 10 and 7 in about 22 minutes, had a couple of blocks. I thought he was terrific. KJ Buffin, again, if he finishes around the rim, you know, he's probably sitting here with as our leading scorer. So there's still a lot of upside for this group, but it's awfully good to learn while you're winning.
Mike Ertl, kind of the sixth man tonight, but probably the biggest thing I noticed: 4 steals, no turnovers, over 20 minutes of work.
It's very astute because he's a guy that I thought his hand activity was outstanding. I thought he was confident, man. He jumped up there and shot that ball in the basket. Very, very efficient night for Mike. As you said, 13 points on 5 for 7 in about 22 minutes. Again, you can tell I'm not gonna play this game of trying to play 10 or 12 guys a night. You just can't do it. So we're going to lock into about 8 or 9 guys, trying to give guys opportunities. But I thought we had a number of different people really contribute.
Look at that second half run, that kind of a 14-0 kind of grew into a 21-5 there. Just how important was that for you guys to kind of really stretch that lead and kind of grab hold of that?
We talked at half. We were up 9 with about 8 minutes to play. We kind of had them on the ropes a little bit, and then Jelly missed 2 free throws, and they come down and hit back-to-back threes. The next thing you know, you're back into a 1-2 possession game. Then we spurted again and finished the half up 8, but didn't feel good about it. Second half, a few consecutive defensive stops, but because we came down, we broke down offensively early, but just pursuing the ball off the offensive glass. When they are so spread, we get 15 big offensive rebounds. Second chance points were plus 10, points in the paint were plus 24, and points off turnovers were plus 13. That's how you beat a quality opponent by 25.
And 5 players in double figures, just multiple turnovers.
You're feeling pressure to ask a lot of questions, aren't you? It's like the silence of the room. I know you feel it. You don't have to.
Just so many, guys, kind of really putting it out there. How long do you think it'll take to kind of really kind of set in this rotation?
Well, I'm going to tell you the 5 guys that got in double figures: KJ, Tave, Jelly, Quan, Mike, and Josh are in the rotation, unless they play themselves out. So those guys, man, they got quality minutes, and they made the most of them by being efficient. Starting with this guy right here, player of the game, Jordan Walker. Thank you.
I mean, I was just doing what Coach AK tells me to do, you know what I'm saying? Be aggressive, and if I'm open and I can shoot it, just shoot it,
And beyond that, they were really pressing you guys, but you didn't really seem too bothered by it.
Oh, no.
Y'all had 5 turnovers, 40 minutes. Y'all were able to turn them over a lot
yes,
more.
Sir.
Just tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, that's the way we play in practice, So every day we're going against pressure, you know what I'm saying? And obviously we don't call many fouls in practice, so it's even rougher in practice, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no referees, And obviously the coach doesn't call fouls all the time. So that pressure right there, I think pressure between us probably was more than in the game, which prepared us today, obviously you can see.
And just coming out of this kind of first game, obviously all the exhibition last week, but how do y'all feel just getting in there and getting a first official game?
Oh, like I said in the radio, I feel like we're all happy, like beyond happy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us came from different schools. You know what I'm saying? And looking for that way where we can be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? While still playing for a team that can win. You know, so finally getting this win and not worrying about just practice all the time, like it feels amazing.
And just with so many guys, you got a lot of depth. Do you feel like y'all can just kind of wear on teams as the season goes on?
I mean, that's up to AK, you know, for sure. I mean, I'm ready whenever he needs me, but I feel like we definitely do have a lot of players that can play, and whenever their name is called, I felt like a lot of players were ready.
One last question for Jordan. I got you. So not only did you score a bunch of points, but you also were really defensively minded this game. I saw you get a few steals.
Yes, sir.
You had some good passes down low as well.
Yes, sir.
Just speak on that for a little bit.
Well, AK always preaches that to me, being a little guard. Defensively, I have to be a pest. That's what he uses all the time. Be a pest, be a pest, be a pest. And, like, being little, like, you know what I'm saying, that my strength is outside the three-point line. See what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going to do my strength instead of showing my weaknesses, obviously being in the post. And I'm not saying it's weak in the post, but that's just not my strength, you know. So defensively, I try to pick up as much as I can and try to start my game with defense, you know what I'm saying, rather than just offense.